Hey boys and boys, it's Luke. I am back after a very, very long hiatus due to not having a computer and not being able to make videos. But I'm really excited to be back, and this week we're talking about transmale femininity. And I'm really glad we're talking about this because this is something I really can't stand, that I struggle with all the time because I am pretty I don't pass very well at all, ever, really. Especially because of my voice, and especially because I don't really physically. I think sometimes I slightly subconsciously lower my voice, but not that much, not enough so that I can really seem male, and I don't try really hard to be super like male. I just know that I am. So it's really weird for me, and it really pisses me off sometimes because people just, I feel like it just messes everything up. Because I feel like I have to be taken seriously as male, and in order to do that, I have to subscribe to certain ideals and constructions that society is made up. And I really don't want to do that because I don't feel like I should have to. But at the same time, it's like I just want to be taken seriously. I just want someone to take me seriously as male. And so I end up doing those things sometimes. Um, but it's really hard. I think it's one of the hardest things I have to deal with sometimes. Especially when thinking about like hormones and stuff. The battle that goes on in my head is like, I want to go on testosterone so that I can be taken seriously as a guy. But at the same time, there's something really, really wrong with that sentence. Why should I have to go on drugs to be taken seriously as male? Why can't I just say I am male and have everybody accept that? We obviously know that the world it isn't that easy. And it really sucks that, you know, some folks feel that way. Um, and I'm not so sure what to do about that. But at the same time, when I you know, when I don't try to change my voice, and when I just act like my regular self and don't worry about what my mannerisms are doing, or, how I'm looking, if I'm looking like a girl, if I'm sounding like a girl, um, you know, when it's comfortable for me, when I can straddle those lines comfortably, I feel more like myself. And that's really good because a lot of times, there's those times where like you were this one person and now you're somebody else and things are switching over, and sometimes maybe you're not so sure who you are, but those times when I can find a balance are really the times that are like amazing because I really feel like myself. So I would say, you know you gotta find what's comfortable for you, and then at the end of the day you have to be you, and you have to be yourself, because otherwise, you know it just messes everything up if you're not being who you are truly. So I guess that's what I would say about that. I think it's always hard, and I think, just being as feminine as you want to be is obviously harder said than done. But don't be afraid, and figure out where your lines are for yourself. Um, what makes you comfortable and what makes you uncomfortable, and, you know, make those lines for yourself. And I would say try really hard to don't let other people invalidate who you are just because you don't subscribe to some sort of masculine norm. Because a lot of the norms that exist for men are really stupid and like super macho and ridiculous, and that's why I don't really ascribe to any of those things. But I do ascribe to being male. I do ascribe to being a guy, and I feel like that's all I need. And I feel like that's all anybody should need. And that's all acceptance should just happen then. So that's my little story about that. I will see you all next week. I'm really glad to be back and making videos again. I'll be here next Tuesday. And yeah, have a great week. See ya.